Magandang araw sa inyo lahat. Thank you for being here today. Today we will delve into an essential topic, the global divide between the North and the South, with a focus on Latin America. To start our discussion, let's define our terms. The North generally refers to the developed industrial countries, while the South includes developing nations, many of them which are in Latin America. The divide between these regions isn't just geographical, it's economic, social, and political. Unang-una, importante na maintindihan natin ang historical context ng Latin America. Colonization played a massive role in shaping the region's current state. Spain and Portugal dominated for centuries, extracting resources and imposing their cultures. During the 19th and 20th centuries, Latin America countries fought for and gained independence. However, the legacy of colonization left scars, economic dependency, social inequality, and political instability. For example, after gaining independence, many Latin America countries struggled to develop stable governments. This period saw numerous revolutions, coups, and civil wars, each of which disrupted economic and social progress. These historical challenges are crucial in understanding the current issues facing the region. Ngayon ay pag-uusapan naman natin ang ekonomiya. Latin America has abundant natural resources, oil, minerals, and agricultural products, yet many of its people live in poverty. Bakit nga ba ganito? Firstly, there is the issue of economic dependency. Many Latin American economies are heavily reliant on exporting raw materials to the north. Firstly, there is the issue of economic dependency. Many Latin American economies are heavily reliant on exporting raw materials to the north. Uh, and this creates a vulnerable economic structure susceptible to global market fluctuations. And for example, when oil prices drop, countries like Venezuela suffer tremendous. And, and moreover, the region has faced significant debt crisis. In 1980s, many Latin America countries borrowed heavily from international lenders. When they couldn't repay these loans, it led to economic crises that set development back by decades. And secondly, there's the problem of inequality. The wealth in these countries is often concentrated in the hands of a few. This creates a stark contrast between the rich and the poor. Sa Brazil naman ay makikita natin ang mga luxurious high-rises na katabi ng mga favelas. According to the World Bank, Latin America remains one of the most unequal regions in the world. This Gini coefficient, a measure of inequality, is particularly high here, reflecting the divides in income distribution. Economic challenges are deeply intertwined with social and political issues. Corruption is rampant in many Latin American countries. Politicians and officials often siphon of public funds for personal gain, leaving essential services like education and healthcare underfunded. So, take Mexico for instance. Uh, Corruption and drug cartels control vast areas, affecting political stability and social order. The war on drugs has led to violence and human rights abuses, creating a cycle of fear and poverty. In addition, political instability has been a significant issue. In countries like Venezuela, political unrest has led to economic collapse and mass immigration. Millions of Venezuelans have fled their country and seeking for better opportunities abroad, often facing dangerous journeys and uncertain futures. Let's dive deeper into the impacts on health and education. Poor economic conditions and corruption severely affected these vital sectors. In many rural areas, access to quality healthcare is limited. Hospitals are often underfunded and lack necessary supplies. This situation has been exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic, highlighting the urgent need for better healthcare infrastructure. So, sa edukasyon naman ay maraming bata ang hindi nakakapag-aral ng maayos. Schools in impoverished areas often lack basic amenities, and teachers are underpaid or sila yung kulang sa sahod. So, this results in high school dropout rates and a lack of skilled labor, perpetuating the cycle of poverty. Latin America is home to some of the world's most diverse ecosystems, including the Amazon rainforest. However, environmental degradation is a pressing issue. Deforestation, mining, and agriculture expansion threaten these vital ecosystems. The Amazon, often called the lungs of the earth, is being rapidly deforested. This not only affects biodiversity but also contributes to climate change. Indigenous communities who have lived in harmony with nature for centuries are being displaced and losing their livelihoods. So, countries like Brazil and Peru face the challenge of balancing economic development with environmental protection. Sustainable practices are essential to ensure that future generations can enjoy and benefit from these natural resources. But it's not all doom and gloom. Latin America is also a region of incredible resilience and positive change. For instance, in recent years, we have seen a wave of progressive leaders who prioritize social justice and economic reform. Sa, sa Bolivia, Evo Morales, the first indigenous president, implemented policies to reduce poverty and improve education. In Costa Rica, a commitment to environmental sustainability has led to significant advancements in renewable. So, additionally, social movements have gained momentum. In Chile, massive protests led to the drafting of a new constitution aimed at addressing social inequalities. And in Argentina, the legalization of abortion was a significant victory for women's rights activists. These changes highlight the power of grassroots movements and the importance of democratic process in affecting social change. And let's not forget the cultural richness of Latin America. The region is a melting pot of indigenous, African, and European influences. This diversity is reflected in its music, art, and traditions, from the vibrant festivals of Brazil's Carnival to the rich literary traditions of authors like Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Latin America's culture is a source of pride and music and dance such as salsa, tango, and samba are integral parts of life here. They not only provide joy and entertainment, but also serve as forms of expression and resistance. Art and literature often reflect social and political themes, giving voice to the marginalized and oppressed. In addressing the global divide, international cooperation is crucial. The North can play a role by supporting fair trade practices, providing technological aid, and respecting the sovereignty of Latin American nations. The South, on the other hand, can leverage its strengths, such as its rich cultural heritage and natural resources, to build a more sustainable and equitable future. Latin America has a youthful population, which is a valuable asset in driving innovation and growth. Educational exchanges, technology transfers, and cultural programs can help bridge the gap between the North and the South. These initiatives foster mutual understanding and create opportunities for collaborations. Looking forward to the future of Latin America holds both challenges and opportunities. Technological advancements offers new avenues for development. The rise of digital economies can help create jobs and improve living standards. Renewable energy is another promising area. With its abundant natural resources, Latin America has the potential to become a leader in green energy. This shift can also help to reduce dependency on traditional exports and promote sustainable development. Education reform is also crucial. Investing in education and training can equip the younger generation with the skills needed to thrive in globalized world. By focusing on innovation and inclusivity, thus Latin America can build a more equitable and prosperous future. So, in conclusion, bridging the global divide requires understanding, empathy, and collaboration. Latin America's journey is one of the struggle and triumph, highlighting the resilience of its people and the potential for positive change. By working together, the North and the South can create a more balanced and just world. After all, in the words of the great Chilean poet Pablo Neruda, you can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. Maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Thank you.